Hey everyone, Sarah here, back with another video. Have you ever wanted to make a MILS plate or change your city over to MILS plates like this one here, but think it's way too expensive, too time consuming, just too costly, and you just kind of put up your hands and say, nope, not going there, not going to do that? Well, I'm here to tell you that I think you can afford this, and I'm going to show you the cost to make one of these MILS plates, and let's see what you think. So I'm going to grab my computer and my notebook, and you're going to hit the like button, and I'm going to see you right back here. All right, are you guys ready? Let's dive into the numbers. We're going to get real. We're just going to go by the prices, and we're going to put together an outline for you for building your own MILS plates and the cost that you'll need to keep in mind when you're planning out your city, or if you're going to redo the city that you currently have. This is surefire. We'll do it together so you'll know exactly the cost. Now again, in terms of the Lego world and sites like Bricklink, every day is a new day, I think, in terms of pricing, because I'm actually going to show you a cheaper price than what I paid. So if you've seen any of our most recent videos, you'll know that I purchased enough product to make 16 MILS plates, and I actually purchased different color tiles to match the modulars that I have. And that is tip number one. To get the cheapest MILS plate, you can just make them all the same color. Now I have a buyer on Bricklink who has a variety of colors available so that you can change them up if you want. However, I will tell you that if you want tan MILS plates, these will be a few more cents per tile expensive. So if you want to do MILS plates on the cheap and you want to get them done, you know, colors like green, light blue gray, and dark blue gray all are costing about the same right now. So let's dig in. First thing I do is I always go on the Bricklink, and I pulled up my favorite seller for plates. Oh, of course. There we go. And that seller is Brick Cash. And I can put a link to that below. Now, he or she may not be the shop for you. They may or may not have the cheapest price at the time you're going into it. But right now, I'm just pulling it up, okay? So I've got 4x4 plates. That is what you need to cover this particular style of MILS plate. And again, if you want to see a tutorial on how to make that, we're not going to do that here now, but if you look up there, there'll be a link. I just made a video on how to make a MILS plate, just a simple, straightforward MILS plate, and then you can follow along with that from start to finish. But what you need are obviously the pieces. And how much do these pieces cost? So I'm going to tell you right now that you need 64 of these plates. And the cheapest price right now, and to be able to get them in bulk, for sure, you need 64 of them. So you obviously aren't looking at sellers who have 5. You want to put in the minimum amount that you need, whether you're going to transfer over 6 modulars or 10, or you have several new in box that you want to put together and plan to get more. I'd suggest buying ahead of yourself and getting a better price in that regard. So if I want to buy 64 and I go to Brick Cash, right now it is 6 cents a plate, and I actually paid 9 cents a plate last 2 weeks ago. So already there's some savings right there. So 64 plates times 6 cents is what? It is $3.64. I did my 5th grade math right before I started this video so that you wouldn't have to watch me go through that. So $3.64. Then you need 65 2x2 bricks. So you can see I have yellow. Yellow is the cheapest color at 2 cents a brick. Okay, 2 cents a brick, 65 bricks, and you've got $1.30. Okay, yellow just seems to be the cheapest color. I don't think you'll get a better price than that. I bought 1,000 of them at one time, so I spent 40 bucks, 1,000 bricks uncovered for a while. And then you need a Technic brick. You need a 1x4 Technic brick with the 3 holes, and you can see that right in the corner. There are 2 in each corner. You need 8 of them, And right now you can get them for 6 cents as well. And you may have them hanging around. I had a few, so I didn't need to buy quite as many, but 48 cents for this plate. So that's 48 cents. So we're now at $1.30. We're at $3.64, and we're at 48 cents. The only other piece that you need, you see this 2x3 here? Now you obviously can do a 2x4. You can do more 2x2s. You just need that extra piece there on this corner, and that's in each corner. So there's a white one here, got a brown one there, and I have a, what is that, black one? Yep, black one there. And I just use the old stuff that we had. So again, 2x4, 2x3. So those are running about 3 cents right now, 2x3. So really that's better than 2x2. So, or use what you have. Honestly, use up what you have. We have a bunch of old dirty bricks. You can substitute those in, no problem. So that is 24 cents. Unless you have them, then it's free. So the grand total to make this, okay, and we're going to assume that if you have a modular, you have this bottom base plate already, okay? If you don't, Target right now has them for $5.99, which is $2 less than MSRP. So you can grab a handful there. So assuming you have this, the grand total for a MILS plate like this, exactly like this, that you'll put your modular on, is going to be $5.66. Okay, now that's not including shipping. You'll have to pay additional shipping, but if you can consolidate to as few of sellers as possible, that's ideal. So what you want to do is think ahead to how many of these you might need. Put in that minimum quantity when you're searching on Bricklink and go from there. Now, Brick Cash has, he has, or he or she, I'm not sure, has like 30,000 of these 4x4 plates in light blue gray. But he or she, Brick Cash, has no 1x4 Technic bricks whatsoever. So I'm going to buy my plates from him, or her, but I am going to try my best to get the other ones from the same person. And from past experience, I did have to purchase all of my 2x2 bricks from another person, and then I purchased the Technic bricks from another person. So likely you may have 3 orders going for this, but honestly, that is still not a ton of money. And depending on where you live versus the seller, I'm not going to go into shipping prices because that's sort of dependent on those factors. And you'll most likely, some sellers already have a built-in shipping per dollar amount or weight that's already factored in when you place an order, and some you have to send off the invoice to, and they'll send it back and let you know what shipping is. So $5.66. Do you think you can afford this? I don't know. That's up to you. However, I want you to know that it's not this crazy big expense. I guess if you have 8 tables and you have 50 modulars or buildings or whatever that need to be transferred, yes, the price is going to add up. But again, if you have a city that big, you probably already know this is an expensive hobby. Building a city is expensive. And I want to do it right from the ground up. I want a solid foundation. I don't want to think, oh gosh, I wish I had done that. But now it looks like such a huge project, and it's going to be like $400. Yeah, I mean, it will. If you have a ton of modulars, it will add up. But at $5.66 a plate, why not start now? Why not start when you're just starting out? I do need to make road plates to match these now. Of course, you can't use the standard road plates once you start on this journey. I will show you how I have MILS plates for the roads. I have 2 different styles you can choose from. I have Bricklink parts coming for that, and I can show you how to get that done. And I would say that will end up costing me more about $15 to $20 a plate, because I am purchasing the new road plate kits to get started with. They're a part of it, but it's still an awesome deal, and you need far less roads than you need these, because I'm going to make these for the ocean. I will make these for the beach, and I will make them for the forest. So I'm going to need many more of these than I will roads. So at $5.66, actually just seeing that the plates that I ordered are 3 cents less right now, I'm actually going to stock up. I'm going to get blue for the ocean. I'm going to get more green for my forest, and I'm going to get more light blue gray for random modulars. We do a lot of alternate building from Rebrickable and turning modulars into other modulars, turning bridges into modulars, turning like Sesame Street into modulars. So we do a lot of that here. So I always need extra because I need to convert those things into MILS plates as well. So that's it, guys. I mean, that is it. Now, if you want a challenge, here's what I want to pose a question to you. So, okay, you're saying, okay, well, it's still pretty pricey, Sarah. Like, I have 10 buildings, that's going to be at least $60, maybe more depending on, the price when I go on. I don't know if I've got that to spend. I don't know if I want to spend it on that. Yeah, okay, I get it. It's kind of like having to fix something in your basement if you own a house, okay? You don't see the basement and, you kind of wish you could spend it on something like a new couch or, something that you can see and be a part of every day. But the basement is super important to your house. Without the basement being in like good condition, it doesn't really matter if you have a brand new couch because your house is going to be a mess. So this I consider the foundation of my city. And honestly, I think this is really aesthetically pleasing as well. I just love how solid it is. You can see the beams in my house. Obviously, I love big stable things. So I love putting a modular on top of this. I love the feel. I think it really complements the depth that a modular brings when you're building it and when you're displaying it. So I love this. And I think at $5.66, you honestly can't go wrong because you're already given one of these anyway. So, here's a challenge. Okay, so a challenge. I'm gonna pose a question to you. How many times do you go into Target or Walmart or the Lego store, or do you pull up the Amazon app and do you see something and wanna buy it that's like 20 bucks? Or $30 or even up to 40 or 15 and you just impulse buy it because it's not a number, it's not a price amount that feels like, oh, you're not gonna pay the bills if I buy a $20 set and I want a new Lego set. Okay, so right there's your first $20 or 30 or 40 to this project. So think about that, write it down, like stop yourself, wait 30 minutes and be like, I'll write that down. I wanted to spend $20 on that Lego set and I didn't even think about it. How many times you go into the Lego store and you want to fill a cup just because there's some cool looking pieces that you may or may not do anything with for the next 6 months, but you can take an actionable step to easily making one of these MILS plates right away. So just stop yourself, write that down, and then see after a month how much you would have spent on just these random purchases, especially with Amazon, because even I like to shop on Amazon and look at the Lego and see what's on sale. Just earlier today when I was drinking my coffee, okay, I went onto Lego on Amazon and the Hidden Side Graveyard is 40% off for $17.99 from $29.99. Well, whoa, you're 40% off? I wouldn't, and then I think to myself, well, I wouldn't buy it at $29.99. I don't really want to have it, but it's 40% off. Shouldn't I buy it? And then you buy it at $17.99. You don't even think about it. You just click, put it in your cart, check it out, and now you have a graveyard at 40% off. But let me tell you, if you didn't buy it all, you'd be saving 100%. Did you need what you bought? Would you have bought it if it were not on sale? So I kind of like to judge my purchases like that, like the Lego treehouse, the wind turbine, the Disney castle, the police station behind me. I'll buy those regardless. But the graveyard, yeah, I guess an impulse buy, $17.99. Sure, I'll buy that. Maybe I can do something with the pieces in the city. Maybe not. Maybe it'll just go and kind of sit in the corner. So think about that. You want to do these MILS plates. You love them. You really want to try them out. So think about your purchases for a month, just take a month and write down everything. What if at the end of the month you realize you spend $200 on impulse purchases? You easily have the MILS plates, okay? So if you have any sort of pieces at home in a spare collection that aren't being used, try out a MILS plate, okay? Just grab a base plate. If you don't even have the Technic bricks, just stick a 1x4 in there. And then, take a look. I think the link comes up over there. I'm not sure. Take a look at how I built this. You don't have to use 4x4 plates to cover it. If you've got 1x6s and 4x6s and 8x8s, I don't know, just make a surface, okay? Just put it together. Even if it's all different colors, that's okay. Put it together. If you have a Creator 3-in-1 set, those are built on plates. I've got the toy shop, it's over there. That's already on a plate, so that will actually replace some of these plates. So you could see how that looks. So 2 challenges. Try one of these, build a sample for yourself and just see how awesome it is. And then challenge 2, you know, check out your spending. Check out your random Lego spending, or any, I guess. Amazon's full of random spending. And see, because I bet you can. I bet you at $5.66 a plate, you got this. So if you have questions about MILS, if you want to see how I search around on Bricklink a little bit more, make sure to subscribe, leave a comment, hit the like button. We're going to be doing more stuff like this in the coming months as we prep our city for its final spot, when our garage is done, and when everything's going to be MILS, and I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic. So you're going to want to stick around for this, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Happy building.